Okay, here you go. We're gonna talk about school bus violations, guys. Guys, when you see a school bus double parked, reds blinking, stop arm out, what does that mean? What does that mean, guys? You have to what?
Stop.
Definitely, you have to stop, guys. Do you know how many feet away from the bus you have to stop? Either behind or in front of the bus. How many feet away? Most people don't know. 20 feet. Be about 20 feet away from the bus. Full stop. Now, that's not really enforced by the police, the distance you're away from the bus, as long as you stop, guys. There's not going to be a police officer out there with a measuring tape, measuring how far you are. But as long as you stop, guys, please stop. There's a lot of reasons why some drivers don't stop. They either don't know all the rules. They think that they have to stop only on one side of the road. Some people are distracted. They don't even see the sign. I took a student to the road test a few years ago, and during that test with the examiner, he went right through two school buses with the reds blinking and the stop arm out. It was an automatic fail. I asked him what happened. It says it right here. You ran through the school bus stuff, you know? And he told me that he didn't see it. Was he daydreaming? In Texas, they decided to extend the stop arm 6 feet long in some town in Texas. So some people just don't know the rules or they're distracted. Some people actually don't care. Back in 98 and 99 school year in Iowa, I used to live in Iowa. I have my license in 4 different states. I traveled this whole country. I lived in Iowa, Florida, New Jersey. Now I'm in New York. I was a school bus driver back in 98, 99 in Iowa City, North Liberty, Iowa, and Coralville, Iowa. When I was a bus driver, so many people were just passing my reds, stop arm with the stop arm out. I wrote them up. I had a complaint form. Had to get one of those complaint forms, take their license plate number, make him out of the vehicle, description of the driver, date, time, and I had to describe what happened. At the end of my shift, I had to turn in my complaint forms at the bus barn. At the bus barn, there was a police officer waiting, collecting all the driver's complaint forms. What I understand is that New York City, the bus driver is not the one that writes you up, but that might change though, because policies always change. But the last I heard that is the bus, these school bus drivers, they don't write you up. It's only if you get caught. So it's much easier to get away with it here in New York City. But there are some times that the bus driver does write you up. But like I said, it might change for New York City school bus drivers. Guys, be careful out there. I'm gonna show you guys this video. I'm gonna play the video. Stop it because there's some music in the beginning, and I'm gonna read something to you, and then I'm gonna fast forward it and play it. Well, I'm gonna play it then fast forward it. Just to let you guys know that the video is kind of graphic. You're gonna see kids getting hit by cars because the driver did not stop for that school bus, guys. So let's pay attention, watch this video. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, here we go, guys. Guys, always remember, if the bus's red lights are flashing, you must stop. It's the law. The only exception to this law is if the bus driver or a police officer signals that you may pass the bus. Now, why would they do that? The bus driver's mechanism, the switches might malfunction, they might fail, and they might tell you to go. Or they might say just to go for other reasons. Police officer, the same thing. Maybe the driver stepped off and he forgot to turn off the switches. He might tell you to go. It's okay. Now, the penalties for passing a stop school bus. This is here in New York State, guys. I don't know about the other states. But first conviction, minimum fine $250, maximum fine $400, and possible imprisonment up to 30 days. Now, second conviction within 3 years, if you do it again within 3 years, minimum fine $600, maximum fine $750, and possible imprisonment up to 180 days. And if you do it for a third time within 3 years, 750, 1,000, and up to 180 days possible imprisonment. Now, a few years ago, the story that I wanted to tell you guys is that there was a school bus. Let me stop the share here real quick. There was a school bus that was double parked, reds blinking, stop arm out. I stopped my vehicle. Drivers on the other side, they stopped. But I noticed after a while there was no drivers, no kids, nothing. I decided to get out of my vehicle. I looked inside the bus. There was no drivers, no kids, nothing. I'm like, what's going on? So I noticed, I looked, there was a corner store, corner bodega. The driver was in there buying a sandwich. He forgot to turn off the reds and the stop arm. I went inside really quick. I told him, you left your reds running. He ran out so fast. He apologized to me, and some of the drivers out in the street were thanking me. Guys, if that happens to you, I suggest you might want to do the same thing. Just don't go through it because number one, it's illegal, and number two, it just looks bad. Now, if you go through it, you get pulled over. You're gonna have to give a good explanation to the cop. If he lets you go, he lets you go. If he doesn't, but just don't do it, guys. All right, here we go. We got a school bus up ahead, guys. Make sure you stop about 20 feet behind or in front of the bus when the stop arm is out like this. Full stop. Just wait it out. When I was a school bus driver, I used to write up drivers that passed the school bus, my school bus, when I had the stop arm out. I was a school bus driver in Iowa, and it was us in Iowa that were writing the drivers passing us. In New York City, right here, the drivers don't do it over here. I know in Iowa they did. Remember, make a complete stop when you see that bus pulling over like that. One tip I can give you guys about the school buses, guys, that when you see a school bus and you see the yellow amber lights turn on the top, not the one in the middle of the bus, but the one on top, those drivers are supposed to turn on those lights, activate those lights about 100 feet before their stop. Once they activate those lights on top, be prepared to stop your car. Sometimes when they activate those lights and they keep moving forward and then they stop, sometimes right away they pull out that arm, the reds start blinking. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they stay blinking the amber color. That means because the student or the kid, is not outside yet. So you can go through the yellow one, but just be very, very careful because at any time he can just activate the reds, guys. So just remember that. The amber lights is almost like the traffic light, the yellow light. That means that they're about to pick up a student or pull open those doors and pick up a kid.
But you stop all time when they put the lights flashing, or only when they has the sign they stop?
When it says stop, red lights, that's when you stop. You're supposed to stop. But if you get that yellow amberish light, be prepared to stop. He's about to open that door. Once he opens that door, the reds will start blinking and the stop arm is out.
Okay. See, the bus, I wait for the kid, it has the lines, not put the stop, for me keep slow or no move?
Just stay stationary. Okay. Do not move until he closes that door and the stop arm goes back in and it stops blinking red. Then you can go. But if you get that yellow light, you can go through it because sometimes they stay there. They stay put, just not picking up a kid. It's just yellow, blinking, blinking, blinking. You can go through those, but be careful because he's about to pick up a student. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.